Hello friends, welcome to my new YouTube channel. It named as Amazing American Stories. My name is John Codian and currently I live in the United States. When I travel in the US or other countries, or when I come across an amazing story about the US, I always think, how will I share my travel details, my experiences, or a wonderful story I came across with my friends all over the world? For this, I was planning for such a YouTube channel for a long time. But as you know, there is a time for everything. I think now is the time for me to start this channel. Hence, here is a YouTube channel. I name it as Amazing American Stories. Mainly, it will have my travel experiences and some stories from the US and maybe in other countries. I'm sure you might be watching a lot of videos on YouTube and subscribe to some of the channels. But I promise I won't disappoint you with my channel and the travel episodes and the stories coming in this channel. So please watch this video completely, and if you like it, please subscribe to this channel and share with your friends and enable notification by pressing the bell icon. So let's go to the first episode. It's a fantastic view to watch when it snows. I love it. You might be loving it. The scenery will be very, very beautiful. It's like in a postcard photo. But excess snowing can be dangerous and the freezing temperature can be deadly for us. In the last weeks, America and Canada experienced a bomb cyclone. Much of the northeast of the USA and Canada were frozen. In this video, we will see how it was and we will see what a bomb cyclone is. Please don't think I'm starting this channel with an unhappy story. Life is a mix of happiness and sorrows. Sometimes we have to face realities and learn to be safe in these type of severe situations. So let's continue. During the Christmas time in the last year just over, that means 2022, we watched America struggling with the high intensity of snowfall and almost death of 60 people all over the country. This snowfall and the bomb cyclone and this winter was like a once in lifetime winter. Most of these people I just mentioned died either in Buffalo or in New York. What is a bomb cyclone? We will see that after some time. Before the bomb cyclone hit the US, meteorologists warned about the intensification of the storm. They warned about how fast this storm is getting gigantic and stronger. They warned us about the bombogenesis stage and told us this will hit us as a bomb cyclone in coming days. This warning was all over the news media.
First time in the history of the Buffalo Fire Department, the Buffalo fire historian said they could not respond to calls because it was so bad.
There's substantial, significant, and devastating loss of life as a result of this winter.
Most of Canada and northeastern USA was far below 0 degrees Celsius, causing too many casualties to the public. The speed of the winter storm was around 90 to 100 kilometers per hour. You know the Buffalo city. It's a beautiful city in the northeast of the USA, bordering Canada. It's just 15 miles away from the famous beautiful Niagara Falls. These are some buildings from Buffalo City and neighboring areas during this last week of December. They are completely covered with snow or hard ice. If you listen to this wind sound now, it will tell you how severe the situation was. This is the Buffalo Harbor. Thick snow is all over this area. Most of the places the thickness of the snow was 2 to 3 feet. It is reported that this storm affected around 200 million people. Millions were in cold and darkness. Many cities lost power. People were not able to get out of their home. From one end to the other end of the US, the land was covered by snow. Normal lives will be terrible after such heavy snowfall. Extreme cold will be deadly too. When snow refreezes to ice, it can cause a lot of accidents on the roads. People traveling during this time will be stuck on the roads for hours with no preparation to face such a blizzard. People in the US and Canada were facing this situation in the last weeks and it still continues. In many places, the temperature fell to minus 40-45 degrees Celsius. Some places it is reported as minus 57. This was once in lifetime storm. Millions of people traveled this time. But this time, the coldest Christmas on the record welcomed these travelers. Not only this once-in-generation winter storm plunged the temperature as low as minus 40 to minus 50 degrees Celsius, the freezing weather caused Christmas travel chaos, with thousands of flights cancelled. 10,000 flights were cancelled in a single day.
10,000 flights have been cancelled.
That is within US. Other days, 2,000 to 6,000 were cancelled. Even President Biden warned people about the Arctic bomb cyclone grip over the US. He warned them not to go out and take this storm seriously.
Please take this storm extremely seriously.
Here is a video someone throws hot water in the air and see it turns to ice immediately in the bitterly cold weather. Cars parked on the roadside slide away from their parked positions. It is entertaining to watch such videos, but we must be thinking of the harsh weather causing these chaos. This bitterly cold bomb cyclone impacted around 200 million people in the US. Many businesses could not function, roads closed, flights cancelled, travelers are stuck in the cold weather without reaching their destination. New York declared an emergency. There were many accidents all over the place. Too many cars and trucks collided in Oklahoma. Even ships could not move from their deck positions. Many cities lost power. Power lines were on the roads. The massive effort to fix all these mess and clean up it has already started. So let's see what is a bomb cyclone. These types of Arctic storms can happen anywhere in the world, but it happens regularly in the northeastern parts of the US. A cyclone bombs when it undergoes a rapid intensification at speeds of at least 24 millibars, which is a measure of atmospheric pressure over a 24-hour period. A bomb cyclone forms in multiple stages. At the first stage, a strong cold wind blows south from the Arctic area. At the same time, another strong wind with hot air blows to the north from the tropical area. You can check the hot air and cold air markings on this video now. In this case, cold wind blows from Canada and the Arctic area, whereas the hot wind blows from the tropical region of the US and the Gulf of Mexico. In the next stage, a vast low pressure area is formed at the place where these two winds collide. The low pressure area is formed above the ground and is caused by the upward flow of the hot air blowing from the south part. This causes more intensified cold wind blowing from the north to the low pressure area. The continuous process of the low pressure area building up above the land and intensified cold wind flow from the Arctic area forms a type of strong jet in the middle of this storm. It is this strong cold wind from the Arctic area that causes the temperature to rapidly fall and freezes any water it comes across. That's the reason for the hot water thrown in the air to be ice, which we just watched a little earlier. This wind is the cause of freezing temperature in Canada and the northeastern US. The third stage of bomb cyclone formation is this jet stream formation just I mentioned. So when the barometric pressure falls 24 millibars within 24 hours, this causes the jet stream just mentioned earlier to go through rapid intensification. At this stage, the cyclone is being formed. Meteorologists call this stage as cyclogenesis. You know, the word genesis means starting or beginning. So the stage in which the cyclone begins is cyclogenesis, beginning of the cyclone. Anything that explodes with immense strength, what do we call normally? We call it as a bomb. So what we see here is a rapid decrease in pressure, a rapid intensification of the storm, and rapid formation of a gigantic storm. Meteorologists term this process as bombing out. The bombing out stage they call bombogenesis. So I think it is clear now. What we are watching now is a cyclone formed from the bombogenesis stage, which is called a bomb cyclone. This is the details of the bomb cyclone and the severe weather conditions America went through in the last couple of weeks. But there is something different I want to tell you. I live in California, which is in the western part of the US. We never experienced the bomb cyclone. We had clear skies and sunny weather. Why was California spared from this bomb cyclone? You can view the map on the screen where California weather was during this bomb cyclone. Look at the left side of the coastal area. in green and yellow color. That is California. You may wonder why California was spared from this bitter cold and bomb cyclone. Mainly it is due to two reasons. The first reason is the geography of California. There are three large mountain ranges that stretch vertically across US in the eastern part of California. The first one is Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountains is not in California, but outside California on the eastern side. It protects the entire California from these Arctic blizzards. Please note down this mountain range, the Rocky Mountain Range. My next story will tell you about the monarch butterflies living in these Rocky Mountains. They migrate to California during this winter cold time. They fly 2,000 to 3,000 miles to reach their destination. They reproduce, and later when the summer comes, they return back to these Rocky Mountains. It will be an interesting story, so please watch for it in the coming weeks. Other than Rocky Mountains, there are two more mountain ranges that protects California from such storms. One is Sierra Nevada, another one is the Southern Cascades. So these three mountain ranges, the Rocky Mountains, Sierra Nevada, and the Southern Cascades, they protect California from the cold Arctic air blow. The second reason why California was spared from the bomb cyclone is the hot air flow. When high pressure builds over the Pacific Ocean, hot air from the ocean surface will be pushed towards the California coast. So these two reasons was the cause why California was not affected by the bomb cyclone. All over the world, we see a lot of natural calamities. They cause as consequence of adverse effect that causes an imbalance in the environment, leading to such sudden undesirable changes. It all depends on a lot of stuff like the geography of location, the temperature differences, the pressure differences in the atmosphere, or in some cases it may be the tectonic plate movements, ocean currents, like that. Whatever happens, we human beings will survive, we will overcome it and go forward. Our winter is just started. December 21st was the first official day of the winter season. We still have to go 2 or 2.5 months. Let's hope there won't be more disastrous events in the US and Canada. Of course, in other part of the world also. So let's conclude this video with that hope. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you have questions or comments, please add them under this video. Please like the video and help me by subscribing this channel and sharing the video. Until we meet next week with a new story, please take care and stay safe. Thank you and bye.